I just have to send this link to everybody so they can actually see it. Where is our thread? Sorry about the sirens. That's the thing that happens. I should tilt this direction. Still a lot of chords. Hang on. There. Still a lot of chords, but slightly less messy. Keep rolling over the hem of my pants with my chair. I'm ready. Now just wait for people to log in. Mm, 15. I feel like I should have Felix Trench's pub quiz song playing. Couldn't find a recording of it. Apologies for not saying anything. I was reading a thread on Facebook between the people who loved the latest Wonder Woman movie and the people who hated it. So opinions seem to be all over the place on that one. I haven't seen it yet. We put up movie reviews on our little website, and we had to put 2 of them up because both of our movie reviewers had such completely different opinions. It was like, well, I guess we probably ought to reflect that somehow. One minute warning. 1 minute. Technically, it is right now 11:30, but I will wait to see if we get anybody joining the chat. Shout out in the chat when you get in. I'm not sure I can see who's participating. I just realized how dumb it was to say, hey, when you log in, shout out in the chat. Who's going to, if you're not logged in, you're not going to hear that. Duh. Negative 1 minute. Hello. Nathan Adams says hello. We got Mr. Weaver and Mr. Adams here. Ooh, it says 4 people. So that means we've got 1 more person who's joined the chat. If you can shout out so I can know that you're here. Actually, no, that would be me. No, yeah, we're still missing 1. Math. I want to know about Reiki massage. I've already heard about it. Is that the one where they stand on your back? So is Catherine going to join us, or is she working at the moment? Oh, wow. Well, send me the link on that. I'm curious about Reiki massage. That's going to be one of the first things once I get the vaccine and everything starts to get back to normal. It's not like I get massages all the time, but now that I really can't get one, I really want one. Same with like going to a spa and getting a facial and everything. I've probably only done that, 6 times in my entire life, but I really enjoy it. Yeah, Nathan, probably. I think Catherine may, if she's stuck in a meeting though, that's okay. But if Nathan, if you'd like to grab her, that'd be great. Because we're at negative 3 minutes. This really shouldn't take long. I, had weeks to come up with questions, and I ended up coming up with 15. So just 1 round, 15 questions. No picture round, but I also won't play the pub quiz song. I looked it up and I couldn't find a isolated recording of it, and I didn't feel like digging through Felix's live stream to get it. You're welcome, Nathan. It's funny, it tells you that there's only 3 people participating, but it doesn't tell you which 3 people. Cool, hi! Feeding kids is good. Last time I did this, I ended up accidentally making the whole round the fun round. I'm hoping that this time it's a round that is the easy round and the fun round combined. And now I've said the word round so many times it doesn't sound like a real word anymore. We have a cat. I have to show off the cat. It's kind of like if you're doing a Zoom call or a YouTube thing and the cat jumps in your lap, you are required to show her to the audience. There you go. She's not being bitey at the moment, which is nice. She's a very bitey creature. Oh, hey, we got 5 people. Who has not shouted out in the comments? Because I've heard from Hannah, Nathan, Larry Weaver, and this is a, they call it unlisted stream, so we won't get random people wandering into this broadcast. I'll post it on YouTube when it's done. I did the last one too, but I didn't feel like having random people jump by. Not that I think they necessarily would. I mean, who the hell am I? But you never know. Do-de-do, de-do-de-do-de-do. Do-de-do. Well, I will give it 1 more minute and then I will just go ahead and start the quiz. If you haven't shouted out in the chat. Feeding the kids to what? Ha, ha, ha. If you haven't shouted out in the chat, please do so. So I know that whoever is here. Catherine's logging on now. Yes. Nathan, Hannah, Larry, me. It says 5. So I think there's 1 more person that hasn't shouted out. Unless somebody's logged in twice, maybe. There goes my phone. I'm going to turn that off. Off. And now we're down to 4 again. People keep leaving and going. That is very true. She may have just clicked the link and didn't realize. I'd say that'd be a pretty good sign. All right, there's Catherine's here. Okay, so I believe we have everybody that we're going to have. And let's just get started. First rule of pub quiz is there are no rules. It'd be wrong of you to Google these answers, but and I don't care how many people are on a team, and I'm not going to say that I'm always right because sometimes I'm terribly wrong. So anyway, here we go. No, Catherine, I would say last time being everybody like on technically separate teams was not as much fun. I would say do this the same way that you do the pub quiz on a regular week. Shout out, call out the answers in that stream. And then when I get done, I'll announce all the answers and you can see how many you got right or wrong. But I think a team thing is much more fun than individuals. And if we were shouting out stuff in the chat, then that would technically be like whoever says it first. That's not a team environment. Okay, so question number 1 is sport. This is sport. Trying to say it like the Brits do. As of 2020, how many teams are in the NHL? It's if it helps, it's across 2 conferences and 4 divisions. But how many teams as of 2020? Da-da-da. Power off. Power off. I didn't shut up the first time. Anyway, as of 2020, how many teams are in the NHL? Next question. Eli Whitney invented the cotton gin. Who was the ruler of England the year that it was invented? So I'm looking for the year that the cotton gin was invented. Who was the ruler of England? That's one of the ones from like the fun round thing. I don't know that that'll be very easy. But so Eli Whitney invented the cotton gin. Who was the ruler of England the year it was invented? And everybody, shout out if I'm going through these too fast. I will definitely slow down. That's fine. I've turned off my phone so I'm not seeing the live chat that you guys are doing because I think it would be more fun to just read it afterwards. But just know if you say anything insulting, I'm going to read it afterwards. Okay, next question. What is the chemical symbol for mercury? And you get a bonus half point if you know why that's the chemical symbol for mercury, why they call it that, the thing that they do. What's the chemical symbol for mercury? Very good. All right. Next one. This is celebrity, I suppose. Which actress has won the most Oscars? Bonus half point if you can say how many. But which actress has won the most Oscars? This next one is art. Sure, this is art. What year did Salvador Dali complete his painting, The Persistence of Memory? I think we all know what that is, but for anybody who's wondering, it's the ones with the dripping clocks and everything on the beach. So what year did Salvador Dali complete his painting, The Persistence of Memory? Oh, got it. It says to slow down. So question number 4 was, which actress has won the most Oscars? And question number 5 is, what year did Salvador Dali complete his painting, The Persistence of Memory? And I will slow down as much as anybody wants. It feels like I've got these long, uncomfortable pauses going on, so that's what's making me rush, but I will not mind going slower. So question 5, what year did Salvador Dali complete his painting, The Persistence of Memory? Next question. This is the maths question. Ready? Okay, Catherine, ready? Mr. Larry Weaver, you don't want to shout out the answer in the chat. You can, but we're doing it over in the Facebook thing. It's not like it matters. I mean, you're all on the same team, so if somebody shouts it out, but I figure it'd be more fun to do it just the way he always does it. Anyway, yes, the maths question. 5,628 divided by 67. 5,628 divided by 67. Yes, she's wandering around. God, we had our Sunday lunch thing with my friends, and she was in such a mood. I think it's because not only has it gotten cold, but it was really rainy. So I think when the air pressure changes, it just makes her goofy. And everybody was laughing because you could see her just running laps behind me. All right, that was 5,628 divided by 67. Next question. This is film. What Disney movie premiered January 29th, 1959? What Disney movie premiered January 29th, 1959? She's so good. She's not being bitey at all. Such a nap cat. What Disney movie premiered January 29th, 1959? Everybody? I'm going to slow down if I need to slow down. Next question. This is celebrity again, I suppose. Last week, it was Samuel L. Jackson's birthday. Happy birthday, Samuel L. Jackson. How old is he now? Samuel Jackson's birthday last week. How old is he now? It was last Monday, actually, because I was going to do this quiz last week, and the question originally read, it was Samuel Jackson's birthday yesterday. No, Now, it's Samuel L. Jackson's birthday was last week. How old is Samuel L. Jackson? Cat in the lamp. Everybody ready? Next question. This is geography. What is the capital of the Democratic Republic of the Congo? This is one of the ones that I had memorized first. I don't know why. What is the capital of the Democratic Republic of the Congo? Not to be confused with the other capital of the country. It has, yeah. Democratic Republic of the Congo. What's the capital? Geography question. What is the capital of the Democratic Republic of the Congo? Next up, I guess this would be history, maybe? Possibly sport? How many times have the Summer Olympic Games been held in London? Oh, duh, this is the London question. My bad. How many times have the Summer Olympics been held in London? If you want to give me the actual years, you can get an extra half point, but you don't have to. How many times have the Summer Olympic Games been held in London? I wish you could see this cat. She's all like curled up upside down on my lap. It's very cute. But she's got a look in her eye like she's going to start getting bitey. She just doesn't like the sound of my voice going on for so long. I don't know. All right. That was what was the capital. Try again. What is the capital of the Democratic Republic of the Congo? Next question. Oh, duh. Next question was how many times has the Summer Olympic Games been held in London? Sorry. How many times have the Summer Olympic Games been held in London? Now it's the next question. At the 2020 Oscars, the movie Parasite cleaned up, but it did not win Best Film Editing and Best Sound Editing. There was one movie that got both of those. It's the 2020 Oscars. Which movie won Best Film Editing and Best Sound Editing? Also, the movie that won both those categories, that was the only categories it won. So it definitely won two, just those. Some of the few that Parasite didn't get. At the 2020 Oscars, Parasite cleaned up. It did not win Best Film Editing and Best Sound Editing. The same movie won those, and those were the only ones that won. Which movie was it? I'll read it one more time. At the 2020 Oscars, Parasite cleaned up. It did not win Best Film Editing and Best Sound Editing. The same movie won those, and those were the only categories that it won. What was the movie? See, now the cat's getting bitey. She gets overstimulated. You just get overstimulated. No, you cannot bite me. She's like reaching out with her paw. Ah. So at the 2020 Oscars, Parasite cleaned up. It did not win Best Film Editing and Best Sound Editing. The same movie won those, and those were the only categories it won. Which was it? Next question. This question is Yetta codes. Had to do a Yetta code in there. So, just opened in September of 2019. It is one of the biggest airports in the world. It's Beijing Daxing International Airport. I have probably not pronounced that correctly. Daxing? That seems right. Beijing Daxing International Airport, one of the biggest in the world. What is its IATA code? So I'm looking for the IATA code. Cat. No, ow, no, go away. I don't want you anymore. Beijing Daxing International Airport, one of the biggest airports in the world. What is their IATA code? She does need a playmate. Yeah, I need to get that cat. I mean, she's so friggin' needy. So Beijing Daxing International Airport, which opened in September of 2019. It is one of the biggest airports in the world. That's not the same as the busiest or the best. It's just, it was listed specifically as biggest. But what is the IATA code for Beijing Daxing International Airport? Next question, unless you slow me down. Not sure what this is. Kind of history, but kind of art, I suppose, maybe. What fictional character who has appeared in comics, animation, and live action film first premiered in the daily King Features comic strip Thimble Theater on January 17th, 1929? So I'm looking for a fictional character who's been in comics, animation, live action, first premiered in the daily King Features comic strip Thimble Theater on January 17th, 1929. This was such a random question. I was just trying to look up things, and I was like, well, I don't really have a lot of people ask questions about that very often. Yeah. One more time. What fictional character who has appeared in comics, animation, and live action film first premiered in the daily King Features comic strip Thimble Theater on January 17th, 1929? And yes, it is a character that you've heard of many times. I did not grab something obscure for this one. You've definitely heard of this character. A fictional character who has appeared in comics, animation, and live-action film, first premiered in the daily King Features comic strip Thimble Theater on January 17th, 1929. Ready? This is cooking, I suppose, this question. So, coriander, turmeric, cumin, fenugreek, sea salt, cayenne, ginger, cinnamon, cloves, and cardamom. They all make up what? It's part of cooking. And I hadn't realized this for a long time. I assumed that it was a single substance, but it's not. So that is coriander, turmeric, cumin, fenugreek, sea salt, cayenne, ginger, cinnamon, cloves, cardamom, and nutmeg. A lot of stuff in it. What does that combine to make? This is the second to last question, since we only have 15. I have no excuses. I had plenty of time to come up with more, but I just didn't. I'll read it aloud one more time. Coriander, turmeric, cumin, fenugreek, sea salt, cayenne, ginger, cinnamon, cloves, cardamom, and nutmeg. They combine to form what? And for our last question, this is languages. This is the languages question. The Spanish phrase, la piel de gallina. What does that mean in English? La piel de gallina. I'll spell that. Piel, P-I-E-L, de, D-E, gallina, G-A-L-L-I-N-A. The Spanish phrase, la piel de gallina. Figured since a few of us are doing Spanish Duolingo classes, I should go ahead and throw a Spanish question in there. Though I hadn't heard them, this question hasn't come up in my Duolingo, but I was just looking up for interesting Spanish phrases. So the Spanish phrase, la piel de gallina, what does that mean in English? All right, I'm going to read these through one more time fairly quickly. Shout out in the chat if you want me to do a specific one. I didn't number them, so I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, but I'm just going to do them in order. So number 1, as of 2020, how many teams are in the NHL? Number 2, Eli Whitney invented the cotton gin. Who was the ruler of England the year it was invented? What is the chemical symbol for mercury? Extra half point if you can tell me why it's called that. Which actress has won the most Oscars? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What year did Salvador Dali complete his painting, The Persistence of Memory? Maths, 5,628 divided by 67. Just looking to make sure I did get that. 67. What Disney movie premiered January 29th, 1959? Oh, Yeah, I got it right. It was Samuel L. Jackson's birthday last week. How old is he now? What is the capital of the Democratic Republic of the Congo? How many times have the Summer Olympic Games been held in London? Extra half point if you can actually list the years, all of them. At the 2020 Oscars, Parasite cleaned up. It did not win Best Film Editing and Best Sound Editing. The same movie won those, and those were the only categories it won. Which movie was that? Beijing Daxing International Airport is one of the biggest airports in the world. What is their IATA code? What fictional character who has appeared in comics, animation, and live-action film first premiered in the Daily King Features comic strip Thimble Theater on January 17th, 1929? And coriander, turmeric, cumin, fenugreek, sea salt, cayenne, ginger, cinnamon, cloves, cardamom, and nutmeg combined to form what? And the Spanish phrase la piel de gallina. What does that mean in English? Just give you 1 minute. Shout out if you're missing any questions. I will not be playing the pub quiz song because I don't have a copy of it. Summer Olympics, specifically. I'm not sure if they've had a Winter Olympics held there, but this was specifically the Summer Olympics for London. How many times has it been there? I know you hate the song, Nathan. That's another reason why I didn't play it. I looked it up out of curiosity, but nah. I don't know. I don't mind it as much. I just think because it means it's when I hear it, I'm like, oh, it's pub quiz day. And that makes me happy. I think it probably would have been a better song if it wasn't played 18 times during the break. All right. And that's 3, 2, 1. Pens down, everybody. Put your pens down and pick up your marking pencils. Here we go. Everybody ready? Shout in the comments if you're not ready. Yeah, it is pretty repetitive. That is a very repetitive song. You're right. Okay, number 1. As of 2020, how many teams are in the NHL in 2 conferences and 4 divisions? The answer is 31. So number 1, as of 2020, how many teams are in the NHL? 31. Number 2, Eli Whitney invented the cotton gin. Who was the ruler of England the year it was invented? George III in 1793. So that answer. Well, who was ruler of England the year the cotton gin was invented? George III. Next up, what is the chemical symbol for mercury? It is Hg. It's from the Greek name hydrogyrum, Hydragyrum, which means liquid silver. So yes, the chemical symbol for mercury is Hg. Next up, which actress has won the most Oscars? Katharine Hepburn. She won 4. Makes perfect sense. Next, this is question number 5. What year did Salvador Dali complete his painting, The Persistence of Memory? That was 1931. And no, I didn't do it on purpose, where there are 31 conferences in the NHL, and he painted it in 1931. Believe it or not, that was a complete and total accident. But there you go. I guess we have a theme now, which will not come up again in this quiz. What year did Salvador Dali complete his painting, The Persistence of Memory? 1931. Now, 5,628 divided by 67, 84. I would have been real smart if I had made the math question something about 31, but I didn't notice it in time. Oh well. 5,628 divided by 67 is 84. Question 7. What Disney movie premiered January 29th, 1959? Sleeping Beauty. So what Disney movie premiered January 29th, 1959? Sleeping Beauty. And that was question. I'm going to try and put numbers on here to save me some time. It was Samuel Jackson's birthday last week. How old is he? He is 72 and looks damn good. I saw him at a live press thing at Comic-Con. Layla and I were there together, and we saw him walk past a door before he came in, and both of us did the same. Like, that's Samuel Jackson. It was very fun. What is the capital of the Democratic Republic of the Congo? Kinshasa. I don't know why I memorized that one before almost any of the others. I think it's because I call it out in like a ninja attack cry. What's the capital of the Democratic Republic of the Congo? Kinshasa! How many times have the Summer Olympic Games been held in London? 3. That is 1908, 1948, and 2012. So how many times have the Summer Olympic Games been held in London? 1908, 1948, and 2012. Yes, salmon skin roll. Yes. I completely forgot. I should look and see if somebody's got that one scene on YouTube. It was funny. Summer Olympic Games has been held in London 3 times, 1908, 1948, and 2012. Now, at the 2020 Oscars, Parasite cleaned up. It did not win Best Film Editing and Best Sound Editing. The same movie won those, and those were the only categories it won. Which was it? It was Ford v. Ferrari, which I have not seen. I'm not really a car person, so... The 2020 Oscars, Parasite cleaned up. It did not win Best Film Editing and Best Sound Editing. The same movie won those, and those are the only categories it won. Which was it? Ford v. Ferrari. Beijing Daxing International Airport, which opened in September 2019, is one of the biggest airports in the world. What is their IATA code? Their IATA code is PKX. I wonder if P was for Peking, maybe? But anyway, PKX. For one of the biggest airports in the world. Might also actually be the biggest, but I found different sources kind of implying different things because they might be going by, is it busier, more flights come in and out of there? There's also a rating for the best ones, but this is Beijing Daxing International Airport. Their IATA code is PKX. Next question. What fictional character who has appeared in comics, animation, and live action film first premiered in the Daily King Pictures comic strip Thimble Theater on January 17th, 1929. That is Popeye the Sailor. I don't know if that 1929, I feel like I didn't realize it was that far back. Thimble Theater, January 17th, 1929, Popeye the Sailor. Now, coriander, turmeric, cumin, fenugreek, sea salt, cayenne, ginger, cardamom, cloves, cinnamon and cardamom, cloves, and nutmeg. They all combine to form curry powder. Oh yeah, thank you for finding the YouTube clip, Catherine. I appreciate that. Coriander, turmeric, cumin, fenugreek, sea salt, cayenne, ginger, cinnamon, cloves, cardamom, and nutmeg combine to form what? Curry powder. I just thought of this question right before we started, so I had the thing right here, and I can just read off the back of it. I did not know it had coriander in it. It must not have much because I don't think it's revolting. Final question, the Spanish phrase, la piel de gallina. What does it mean in English? It means goosebumps. Technically, chicken skin. La piel de gallina. What does that mean in English? Goosebumps. All right, I'm going to read the answers for one more time very quickly. Number 1, 31. Number 2, George III. Number 3, H.G. Number 4, Katharine Hepburn. Number 5, 1931. Number 6, 84. Number 7, Sleeping Beauty. Number 8, Samuel Jackson. Number 9, capital of the Democratic Republic of the Congo, Kinshasa. Number 10, how many times has the Summer Olympics been held in London? 3, 1908, 1948, 2012. I'm losing track of the numbers that I'm on. That was number 10. Number 11, the answer was Ford v. Ferrari. Number 12, PKX. Number 13, Popeye the Sailor. Number 14, curry powder. And number 15, goosebumps. I can't wait to read the chat when all this is done. Somebody shout out in the comments before I go read that. Somebody shout out in the comments how many of you guys got right. I'm very curious. I mean, I know I'm going to read it in a minute, but. I'm assuming Hannah was the scorekeeper for this one. That's all I have. I hope everybody's doing well and it's quiet. No news is good news, all that. It's a little chilly here and it rained a whole bunch, but um, Catherine said, heh. Heh to what? What are you laughing at? Oh, okay. Hannah, okay. Cool. That's all right. Well, 8, that's more than half. That's good. So I don't know. Yeah, I am so determined to not make them, I'm so determined to not make them completely terribly easy. So I end up going too far in the opposite direction, I think. But anyway. Oh, cool. Yep. No. Cool. Sounds good. All right. Well, thank you guys. This is fun. I like having participated in the whole pub quiz environment. Oh, Catherine guessed Catherine Hepburn. Nice. Very nice. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing well. Have a very good Tuesday. And Happy New Year and all that good stuff. And you're very welcome. I had fun doing this and would definitely do it again if Felix ever takes another break. So, and no need to donate any money to me. If you want to donate some money, maybe you can kick some over to Felix Trench or donate to a charity of your liking, whatever. But anyway, thank you for everything, you guys, and I'll talk to you later.